Today we're going to be chatting with Angela Catt from Sims Metal. Sims Metal is one of the largest recyclers in the world. They recycle around 10 million tonnes per annum of metal scrap, metal that would have otherwise gone into landfill. Now, this is a very interesting and important business, and if the world is to address some of its environmental problems, this is a key area that will have to be looked at. One of the questions we often get asked at Morphic is, do companies actually really care about ESG? Now, that's a very valid question, to be honest, because people wonder if this is just a PR exercise or these companies are actually really trying to change. The other question we often get is, even if they did care, why would they care what a small company like Morphic had to say about it? Now, both of these, as I said, are very valid questions. So we thought Angela would be able to address some of these concerns, and perhaps we can add some insight here for you about how they think about ESG.
Sims is a really key part in solving the world's problems. In being able to recycle over 10 million tonnes of material and actually avoid that from going to the tip and reusing that, it's an incredibly key part of the circular economy. Our board, our chairman in particular, and our CEO are genuinely interested in these environmental issues. Our chairman is a member of the Wentworth Group of Concerned Scientists. And I've seen him at first sight really interviewing and really working with our shareholders to understand what their ESG concerns are and really bringing that back to the boardroom. And our CEO, on the other hand, is the founding sponsor of Global Recycling Day. So this is an initiative which really recognises the importance of recycling and its impact on preserving our resources and also our future of our planet. I met Chad in the lift, and we just started having a chat about ESG, and I told him that I was from Sims, and when I heard he was from Morphic, I was really excited because I wanted to sit down and have a good conversation with an ESG investor. And fortunately, Chad made time, and we had a really good chat. Now, he and Morphic gave great insights in terms of what we can do to improve our communication and our ESG impact, as well as just giving us insights on what ESG investors are genuinely interested in. And that's really impacted a lot of things for us, in particular our sustainability report, where the 2018 one, you'll notice, is of a much higher quality because we've incorporated those recommendations from Morphic and Chad. I knew we had things that we could do to improve. I just wasn't sure what they were, and I needed to find the right person to tell me. So in having that chat with Chad, it really was this moment of trust where I could really trust his view and could understand he had that depth of expertise. And then also what was good is when I took those findings back, our executive team, our chief risk officer, CEO, CFO were 100% supportive of that and really happy to implement those changes. So I think there's a combination of that executive buy-in as well. We're working on a few things. I think we've got a really good base in our 2018 sustainability report, where we've now structured it around the TCFD, so in governance, strategy, risk management and metrics. So it's a really clear way to lay it out. I think now that we've started to report on the UN sustainability goals, this has been really helpful in terms of driving our strategy and our activities going forward. I would definitely encourage more companies and corporates to really engage with investors and ESG investors in particular, because they've got genuine insights that can really help you focus on what is important and then be able to communicate that and actually have a genuine impact on the community where you are.
I think you'll agree that Sims is an amazing company doing very interesting work around the world, helping the world transform into a circular economy. Now, there is one obvious and glaring question. Why isn't Sims in the Morphic portfolio at the moment? Now, there are two parts to investing in a company. First, you have to find a company you like, and secondly, you have to like the valuation of that company. Unfortunately, all through 2018, we were unable to make the valuation work on Sims, despite looking at it up to 4 times last year. 2019, on the other hand, could be completely different. In fact, we're actively looking at the stock now. And who knows, it might be in the Morphic portfolio in coming months. And lastly, I'd like to thank Angela and Sims Metal for working with us on this video. I hope that you found it insightful and learned a little bit more about how we work with companies to make a difference.